The new Digimon anime is here, and honestly, it kinda rocks. Yes, Digimon BeatBreak Episode 1, so of course we begin with a little introduction to the world as well as what Digimon are, and then we actually dive right into an action sequence as we see some of the characters. We're not necessarily told who they are specifically, but from all the promotional material we know that they're Reina, Makoto, and then later are joined by Kyo. Reina and Makoto track down a shoplifter with his own Digimon, and we actually get a main character Digivolution pretty early on, as Prestimon evolves into Wolvermon. And yeah, we really do get a taste of the animation as well as, the visuals. It looks really nice here because we've got just really cool things like different colored outlines, highlights on all the characters, and also some really intense coloring. But after Kyo and Murasamimon show up and dispose of Iwasmon, they're seemingly able to take the culprit into custody or something. I don't know, we'll see exactly what that entails later on, but for the moment we can leave the cleaners, as they're called, and catch up with all the regular people in the rest of the world as we're introduced to the concept of the Sapotama. We're sticking with a really futuristic look rather than modern day stuff, but for the most part I think the concept of the Sapotama is very analogous to iPhones today, except for the fact that they're little AI companions powered by what is called an e-pulse that all humans have, I guess. We see our main character Tomoro just vibing out as he's going along his day, and when he accidentally touches a classmate's Sapotama, while sure it recharges it, it also messes with it just a lot. So we learn that this is something about Tomoro that he's not necessarily normal, or that he knows that he can cause these problems. Later at home he catches up with his older brother, and after learning about the disappearance of a classmate that he interacted with, really isn't feeling the best and has an emotional moment that climaxes in him grabbing his Sapotama and throwing it, but that apparently is the final straw and it gets Omega charged, maybe, we'll see these specific details later, but the point is that this actually summons a Digimon, Gekomon, and obviously we know that this is going to become his partner Digimon. Now we're really just kind of following our main character as he's being brought into this world. And the other big important piece of information that we learn is that much like the Sapotama, Digimon also feed off of the E-Pulse from humans, which our hungry little boy Gekomon really wants to do. He's eventually targeted by two hyena Digimon. I don't think we have a name for these guys just yet, they are brand new I believe, but his brother shows up again, apparently knowing what Digimon are. The hyena Digimon catch him, and there's this whole moment where Tomoro is holding his hand, doesn't want to drop him, but meanwhile the Digimon is biting onto his leg, draining his energy, and it seems like that is going to be the driving force for him to want to learn more about Digimon and eventually, maybe save his brother to some degree. That, just stuff I'm predicting right now. But as they all fall down, it seems like this is the end. That is until Gekomon shows up and, maybe a little more forward or friendly this time, tries to make some sort of connection with Tomoro, saying that he needs his E-Pulse. This time, rather than forcefully draining it, it seems like he can use his Sapotama to give it to Gekomon. So now Gekomon gets powered up and is able to fight back. And that is just about where the episode ends. Of course, there's the whole cool shot of the two of them standing together. But for a first episode, I thought it was really great. Really getting a good look at the anime and what it's going to feel like, and establishing a lot of the important parts of the world, how it functions, and getting our main character set into things, as well as learning a bit about him and his personality and his desires, which for the most part are to be like his brother, which manifests mostly in music. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you join me for a future episode.